Buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. Fields. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, son.
They run over center with Benson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 winning, here we go. Go.
Zone read, here's Benson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think plays like that will give them some confidence, something sorely needed going against this unit.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son. 3-19, good tonight. Hey, can. Right.
Now it's Fields. Open man, here's Benson.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And He can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
You got a mini base. Why not? Is that all right?
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Draymond Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. All right.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
this unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Second and 7. Ward.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
79 Broncos.
Throwing now, Ward.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air again, Ward. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now it's second and 10.
Now a give, right side. Crowley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here we go.
Throwing is Ward. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Andres Borregales on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw is Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
There we go. Good. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
Oh, that's just not fair. Now room to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Fields now to throw.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Fields. Pass complete there to Harrison.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
551.
Now Fields. That's going to be caught by Harrison. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the gun, here's Ward. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw is Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crowley. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
Here's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, son. All right.
Looking to throw. Fields. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green Knights, go.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. You good? Right.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Right.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 6.
Don't jump. Ready? 58, let's get that. Easy, 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 easy. Right.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go, slide. 19 strikes. Right.
Finds Pickens out right. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go. 331, 331.
In motion left, Hardman.
Check.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
60 Eagles, 60.
Now Ward.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Get it. Pat the 60. Pat.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
To throw, here's Ward. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Set. Hey.
Up the middle they go. Crowley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. Short throw caught by Bowers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2.
Don't jump, ready?
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run by Evans. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 43 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Here we go.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. All right.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Green lights. EQ.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 1918. '70s Timberwolves. No. Off.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's the right side here, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Back to throw again. And that's complete to Adams. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Two yards to go, second down.
Get it! Cowboy 80! Check out!
Now a handoff up the middle. Crowley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go, set!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
For the lead, here's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Moore. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go. 19 section. Go.
Now it's Fields. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 3-19.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Good. 222. Right.
Here's Fields. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go. Sit high.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And, you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now, Ward. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
It's caught here by Adams.
And he will have the Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's not the first time they've worked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Donovan Ezaraku in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
He'll look to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 23-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
68.
Up the middle they go. Crowley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Vikings.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A big play looming on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Throwing is Ward. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Angel. 319, get that.
All eyes on Fields. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They took a big shot, just trying to get within sight of field goal range. But that was not to be, and now the task gets more difficult because you're looking at maybe 2 more plays here to give your kicker a chance.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. complete.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
4 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's first down.
Here we go. 319.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go, son. 19 instructions. Right.
And one last throw here for Fields. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.